Hi, I'm Andrew and I teach. I give classes in English and linguistics. As a teacher with years of experience, I specialise in academic English, business English and exam preparation, especially the Cambridge suite of exams and IELTS. As for linguistics, tell me in advance what you need to discuss or learn about and I would be happy to help. Remember, subscribe. It's free. It costs you nothing. Hit the like button too. Have you done it? Thank you. Anyway, on with the video. Once again, I recommend that you put the subtitles on for this one. So last time we went through lots of irregular plurals. I hope you enjoyed it and sincerely hope that you learned something. That's the purpose of all of my videos. I aim to help you acquire something new in English, or at least verify that your usage is correct. So, more irregular plurals. I had to conduct some extensive research for this video. In particular, I wish to express my gratitude to David Crystal and his Cambridge Encyclopedia of the English Language. When I was a linguistics undergraduate, I bought this book, and years later I bought it again. David Crystal was also a professor of linguistics at my university when I was there. He's written many superb books about linguistics. David Crystal, Stephen Krashen, and Bill Van Patten are the professors who have most influenced me. Additionally, I'm fortunate enough to have conversed with all three, most recently Bill Van Patten and Stephen Krashen. But I'm not here to name drop. I simply wanted to give you some context to the research involved in this video and to thank those whose work I read. I did do some more extensive reading on this subject, and a bibliography and webography can be made available for both of these irregular plural videos. This time we shall focus on nouns of foreign origin in English. I mentioned some of these in the previous video. Here we'll take more of a deep dive. Nouns which have been borrowed or loan words from foreign languages present some specific problems. Some have been anglicised and therefore use English plural endings, such as there are 3 choruses in this song, not chori. Some have kept their foreign plural forms, such as there are several crises right now, not crises. There are some loan words which have anglicised plural forms, yet have retained their original form, and both are correct. In the desert, we can see many cactuses, or cacti. As is predictable, there are no rules here, or if there were rules, there would be more exceptions. Once again, welcome to Advanced English. If you need to learn or figure out in which context which plural is more appropriate, generally, as far as these words are concerned, the words which I will present in a moment, the classical or original plural is generally used in more technical, educational or formal settings. In education we would say curricular, as that is the Latin plural, whereas in everyday English people would say curriculums. It's a less formal context. Sometimes alternative plurals have been developed which follow neither the classical rules or the modern ones. I gave an example about the noun octopus in the last video. Here now we're going to look at 9 more examples of weird English plurals. So Latin words ending in us. Well, you can just add es to these words like apparatus, campus, circus, sinus and virus, such as there are 2 viruses circulating at the moment. Latin words ending in us or us use the foreign plural I. Words like stimulus, bacillus, locus, alumnus. For example, my university has many alumni. Some Latin words ending in us take both plurals, like focus, fungus, cactus, terminus, syllabus, radius. I gave an example with cactus in the introduction. Latin or Greek words ending in a use the native a plus s to pluralize these nouns, like area, dilemma, drama, as in we can visit several areas on holiday. Some of these nouns take the ae to pluralize them, like alumna, alga, larva. For example, there were thousands of fly larvae in the bin. As before, some take both plural forms. Antenna, formula, nebula, vertebra. For example, in maths, we had to study formulas or formulae. Now, let's look at Latin words ending in Again, some of these words take the native plural, the English one. This means adding s, like album, museum, premium. Some of these words take the Latin plural, add an a, like bacterium, erratum, desideratum, such as there are many bacteria in the water. Some of these Latin words take both the Latin and the English plural forms, such as aquarium, maximum, medium, podium, referendum, forum, such as we don't need any more referenda or referendums. Next, we have more Latin words which end in x and ix. Some take English plural es, such as suffix and prefix. Some retain the Latin plural ices, such as codex, spandex, and fornix. Others use both, index, appendix, apex, vortex, matrix. I mentioned some of these nouns in the first video. Now on to Greek, ancient Greek, in particular words ending in is. Some take the English plural form of adding es, such as metropolis, clitoris, and glottis. Other words retain the ancient Greek plural, just add es. For once, we have a category which is quite simple. Words such as analysis, basis, crisis, oasis, and synopsis. I mentioned these and some other examples in the first video. Next, we have Greek words ending in on. Some take the English plural, just add an s, like electron, proton, neutron, horizon. Other on words retain the Greek plural, it changes to an a, like criterion, entuson, phenomenon. I mentioned this in the first video. Other nouns take both plural forms, words such as automaton and polyhedron. Some Hebrew words need to be explained too. Most Hebrew loan words retain their original pluralization im. Words like moshav and midrash. I might butcher the pronunciation here. Others use both plural forms like kibbutz, cherub, seraph, such as cherubs or cherubim. Now, back to French. I did mention some French in the first video. It's the O ending, which is confusing. The word Cointreau takes the anglicized S plural. O becomes E-A-U-X in gâteau, although I explained this in more detail in the first video. Some EAU words use both French and English plurals, such as bureau, tableau, plateau, and chateau. They're good examples of this. And let's go back to the beginning of these two videos with Italian. Let's close the circle with Italian. I was originally inspired to write these videos because of the differences in English between panini and broccoli, nouns ending in O. Some words take an English plural, such as solo, soprano, portico, piccolo, and supremo. Other nouns retain their Italian plural. The last vowel is changed to an I, like timpano, graffito, mafioso. Other words use both the Italian and English plural forms, virtuoso, tempo, libretto, allegro, and scherzo. That's it. If you've watched both videos and can think of any other weird plurals in English, please write a comment below. I'd like this to develop into a learning community. Subscribers and commenters are critical for this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to check out my website for high quality English classes and see you next time. Bye.